This is how we play. Everyone is wrong about everything but me. I worded that incorrectly. Everyone is wrong except me about what they're saying. Because otherwise I would be saying that you were wrong in what you were saying about me personally. And that is not technically the case right now. I mean, it probably is the case, but not necessarily at the moment. Sha-ha-ha. There should be enough H's in there. And all players' journals can be edited and controlled by... Wow, there's so many people. I have 30 users.
Critical point. Start from there. It tells you exactly what you need to know about half-orcs.
I'm an orc named Never who is an artist, and he appreciates Edgar Allan Poe.
That's weird.
Go hang out with Alan and Persephone.
Yeah, you can hang out with Alan and Persephone.
Yeah, you can't appreciate Edgar Allan Poe because Edgar Allan Poe does not exist. But you can appreciate Persephone and Alan.
You are. No. Here's the answer. You are Edgar Allan Poe.
Knock, knock, knocking at my door.
Yeah.
Nevermore.
Yeah, your art is poetry.
No. The reason I'm so strong is because I sculpt stone with my hands.
I mean, sure, or you could just have it be because you're a fucking half-orc. And you actually do poetry.
My strength is 18.
Doesn't matter.
He doesn't get to do poetry. He doesn't get to do poetry unless he takes performance.
He doesn't understand nuance of character development.
No, it's fine.
Understand words.
Well, yeah, it literally doesn't understand the words nuance. But this is fine. So, these are the characters. Everybody should have control of all of the things that they could possibly reasonably desire.
Have we've gotten far enough?
No, of course not. But there are tokens, and that matters.
We haven't even chose our classes yet.
The characters will then have their power sources randomly selected. We have actually improved this method, but I'm not updating it in the sheet because I'm running out of patience and am not consuming nearly enough alcohol. So, instead, everyone roll a d6.
You said roll a d6. Verifying.
Yes.
5. Okay.
5.
Should I roll another one?
No.
Miri rolled one. It's fine, Miri. They're all equally valid.
No. Denied.
All right.
Matt is so fucking unlucky today.
2, 5, 5. Lampe, do those look like 5s to you? 5, 5, 4. You know, you don't have an excuse for this shit. You have not been drinking. You don't get to just type random shit onto the screen and confuse everyone.
What?
I think he's thinking of himself.
Are you talking to yourself, Lampe?
Yeah. The only person who ever really understands what I say. Okay.
Hey, Daniel's playing Stardew.
1, 2, 5, 5, 4. Now, no with your doodles. Yeah, here. 1, 2, 5, 5, 4. I think. Now with the doodles.
Who's doodling?
So here's what we've got. 1 is psionic, 2 is martial, 5 is arcane, 4 is primal. There is no divine, and there is no hybrid.
Martial?
Yeah, you gotta pick your power sources.
Who gets psionic? Who gets martial?
Can I switch with Matt?
Who gets... What do you mean switch with him? Brad, start over. We're going to go from the top. We have generated a pool of numbers. Those numbers represent power sources. Who gets 1, 2, 5, 5, or 4? One of them will be left on the table. 1 represents psionic. 2 represents martial. You don't know.
I'll take martial.
Okay. Actually, that's not a bad idea. 5 is arcane, and 4 is primal.
I would like the psionic.
Yes, that would be wise.
I'll take a 5.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. On a Lodrin with an intelligence of... Look at the symbol I made for your character. It's a guild token sitting in an open spell book. I think we knew where this was going. I mean, I try for things to be...
What? You know what? I'll take the 4.
Here's how we're doing things.
What is the 4? I forgot what the 4 was.
The primal.
Yeah. So Matt is...
Isn't that like warlock stuff?
And shit.
Oh.
I'm primal.
Matt is almost certainly going to end up a wizard. I mean, holy shit, is that a good wizard? Eldoran, perhaps. Shareya is the dwarf nonsense
Yep.
that would take too long to explain. Miriam is the pre-made or the already established character Mamba, and Rad is an artist who crushes stone into interesting shapes with his bare hands in such a way that it has taught him how to kill people. Which makes sense if you're a half-orc. Well, look, dude, I'm sure a lot of old school orc arts involve killing people with your hands. The art is just sort of a side effect. So, this is all true. And you all have your power sources written down in there somewhere, correct? On your sheets?
Where does that go?
Somewhere, anywhere, in a reasonable location.
I
put it above one of the spell. I usually put it above one of the spell columns.
Yes, that's where it's
because
supposed to go.
It's your power source.
Yeah, your power source should go above the do-do-da.
Power sources.
The do-da day.
Okay, so
Do-da
Marshall.
day.
All right.
Oh, the lolly.
Oh, the
Why don't-
lolly.
Ooh, da do-da day.
I don't have any.
No,
skill-
isn't it golly what a day?
That's because you don't understand why they say it. You live in a world where things are fixed. That is a modernist illusion. There is no canon.
Yeah, probably.
All music is
I see.
just noise humans make because reasons.
We can. I love when I stick on a rope.
Yep. Yes, you do. That statement is correct.
Wow.
Undeniable statement.
Yes, it is. It is a true statement. I'm still mad about it, but it's not. It's not wrong. It's just annoying. So, we have power sources. We can move on. Gear. After this, the characters will be given a single piece of adventuring gear appropriate to their background. Backgrounds which add starting gold can be further equipped by the players. Handouts will be made available with pertinent information. Did I do that? Probably a long time ago. Detailed rules are available for download on the Dungeon Masters Guild, which is true. Well, maybe in the very, very far-flung future. This is, in lampedition, things work a little differently. You might actually be better off going for Brawler Fighter, which is a monk that uses, or which is a fighter that uses a free hand to punch, grab, kick, throw,
Yeah.
but
For the
still
record,
uses
you chose
fighter
the-
weapons.
You chose the martial power source, and monks are
Yes.
the psionic power source.
That's true.
God damn it! Are you serious?
Yeah.
Ah!
That's what I was.
Like,
You already
Bruh, how
have.
did
You
you
already
not
have.
know that.
You already have a monk. Relax, it's fine. Your other character's a monk. This one can be.
Yeah,
A,
do
this one can
something
be a
new.
brawling fighter.
Yeah, do something
You
new.
already
Okay.
have extra weapon proficiencies, so you might as well be using them. I know
You
orcs
seem like you would
exist.
make a good barbarian.
We already have a barbarian. Although this
Orcs
would
don't
be a good barbarian.
exist. You could theoretically have an orc in this in Naustria.
Naustria, yeah. This might be
Because
an actual
Naustria-
half orc, as opposed to one of the Orcash. Although the Orcash are half orc.
Can
Yeah.
I be a martial monk?
No, that's not how it works.
I mean, I understand if psionics is the.
Okay, you need to understand how stringent this is. Daniel is playing a bard who is not a bard because he's determined to play a bard and you make his character bard-like, but he's still a psionic.
Daniel's just an asshole who won't rest until he gets what he wants.
Yeah, Daniel will
At the
rest until he
cost
gets
of
what he
any and all of our lives and
wants.
happiness.
Reasonable. Yeah.
okay,
So,
So
he's
when-
the one I've heard legends about.
Yes.
I just
He's
want my
nothing
character
compared
be,
to Hanson. Hanson was pure fucking evil.
I just want my character to be badass with his fist.
Yeah, dude. Seriously. Yeah, brawling fighter is like the way that brawling fighter works, which you aren't because you don't have a class yet. But what I'm saying is like they fight with weapons and can still wear armor, unlike monks. And instead of training to do kung fu stuff, they fight with a weapon in one hand, and then with their free hand, they like grab people, choke people, throw people, push people around, do stuff like that with the other hand.
Kind
It
of like
sounds
me,
they
except
still use
fighter.
the weapon.
Yeah,
They still use the weapon.
yeah,
Well, good thing you have weapon proficiencies as a savage.
yeah.
I'll use brass knuckles.
It's
That's awesome.
yeah, like you might, for example, you might do something like you might use your proficiencies on ranged weapons, and then when they close in, you just 2-weapon
I'll
fight with
get-
your fists, for example.
I'll get that blade from Doomslayer.
I don't know. I think that thing kind of. I mean, how does that work? I don't like that blade. I don't think it's very good. I think they were just like, let's just rip off Assassin's Creed, and they're like, well, it needs to be able to slash, and they're like, okay, so it's a
actually pretty
one-handed, it's a one-handed knife blade that comes out of a glove, and he like
No,
chops clear through whole creatures with it. It's fucking stupid.
It's a forearm mounted like katana.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's bullshit, is what it is.
Okay.
It's a telescopic boot knife. It's dumb, and I hate it. Because the way that it's used is the plasma sword from Halo, in a lot of ways, and in other ways it really is just like a small stabbing implement, and they sort of can't decide, and they just do it all with it. And I think it's cartoony and stupid, but I would.
Well, a lot of Doom Eternal is pretty cartoony.
Yes, it is. It is cartoony and stupid, and it makes me kind of mad, but I get it.
It's a video game. What do you want?
Well, I wanted it to be more like Doom 2016. I thought Doom 2016 was awesome, and they were making a sequel to that, but I was mistaken. They just did their own fucking
That's
thing.
actually surprisingly effective.
Elves aren't orcs. Where the fucking orcs at?
Well, moving onwards.
Yeah, the new Final
Gnomes.
Fantasy isn't like the old one. It's way different.
Halfling. The new Final Fantasy is the old Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
It's the same story, but it's told differently, and it's a little different.
Yeah, like for
They
example, one of the characters just will not stop hitting on Cloud.
Yeah, the thirst that Jesse
Wait, which
has
one?
is like...
Yeah, she's a very thirsty girl. That is true.
There, can anyone stop hitting on Cloud?
I mean, I hit on
even
Cloud.
you.
I don't even play that game.
Not even Sephiroth can stop hitting on him, and Sephiroth is the nemesis.
Orcs. All right, I found orcs. Furious Assault.
Yeah, there's several unhealthy relationships in that game.
Or a D8 without a weapon. Yeah, so it's even written in there. And then the Swift Charge, which is nice. There's no reason for you to have armor, but somebody should. Is there anyone among you 3 starting characters that have any armor proficiency at all?
I don't.
No.
Nope.
Nobody?
We're gonna die.
I'll take armor. I have a pretty good constitution.
Here's the thing. Rad, how many weapon proficiencies do you currently possess? Just the one? Artist doesn't give you one, right? So it's just the savage one?
I just have a weapon proficiency.
That means simple weapons. I'm going to make a command decision here, and instead of anybody having armor... Well, you can't all have implements and weapons, can you?
Could you just give me gauntlets?
You can have... You know what? You'll just have an advanced starter kit so that you have equipment.
Gauntlets with installed brass knuckles.
No, you do not have that.
Oh.
You have exactly what I said you have, which is an advanced... you have the advanced equipment kit, so that you have everything for adventuring within reason at your disposal. You possess that. Matt possesses an implement of some kind. Matt, you have the book open, yes?
What book?
The lampedition rulebook. The player's what's it? Do you?
I suggest you
If
take
the-
the quarterstaff because you can hit people with a quarterstaff.
Why would
Where's
he
what's it?
want to do that? Doesn't he have a strength of like 8?
Look, can he cast spells right now?
That's a good point. He just knows a lot of shit.
So, quarterstaff and ritual knives, you can still hit people with.
True. She's got a point.
And if it's a quarterstaff, you can double hand that shit.
If it's a ritual knife, you can throw it.
Yep.
What do you think, Matt?
I don't know. There's a lot of words in this.
He's like, fuck that, I want a musical instrument.
I want like page 6, and it's all exposition. When I first started this, I was a wee child.
That's that charisma of 11.
How old is a teenage orc?
Well,
Probably
given
about
the definition of teenage is
The art
teenage.
persona is the
7?
creation
probably
of
about
No!
14.
You're
It is
probably
not
like
something
14.
each an individual can do. The art persona requires the assault states of Dungeons and
He's
Dragons.
roasting you
Fuck
so
yeah,
hard.
dude! No, he is dead on. That is exactly how it sounds inside my head.
It's like a fucking prestigious alpha
Yeah,
face.
man.
So how old's my
Half
character?
orcs mature a little faster than humans, reaching adulthood at around age 14.
Yeah, so you're like 12.
Hell yeah.
You're like 12 years old, but you have the body of a 16-year-old human.
And the
Lepe
prestige of a
adjusts his top
well-renowned
hat and puts
artist.
it as monocle. The inspiration system in
Oh,
the
I
novel
wish I
is
had a monocle.
absolutely based on the action point system in the 4th edition.
This one.
You know what, Matt? I should really do that. I should actually read that shit in a video.
It's just pretty good, lab.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I think it's a good idea. I need a better setup to video.
And the lampedition are a combination of force powers from the Star Wars saga.
It doesn't
Matt.
work when you start talking about Star Wars.
I
You gotta skip that bit.
I sent you a picture that has the table that has
Well
all
done.
the implements.
I meant to do that before Matt distracted me, but this is the right thing to do.
Fantastical wordplay.
Right here. Yeah, you probably want either the quarterstaff or the ritual
Why are they in
knife
our characters?
because you can't cast,
What?
or maybe a battle tome.
Holy shit,
My
that is a
character's
small thing.
age and gender is Emoto.
Um,
Key ability melee weapon. Yes, battle tome. Good
That
choice.
sounds really Japanese, and I
It
don't
is.
even want to go there.
yeah, let's move on from Miriam's nonsense for a moment. In fact, most moments, if we can handle it.
Wait, so can I get both or just one or the other?
You can get one implement. I suggest that implement be a battle tome, staff, or ritual knife, because you can't cast yet. Although it might be nice to have a rod for when
But
you
if you
can.
get the
It's up
battle
to you.
tome, you can hit people with it and still use your int.
Yeah, you can use your int to bonk people with the book.
Yeah, it's really useful.
For someone who has
I only get one? Alright, I'll take the book.
All right.
Bonk people with my book.
Is it a poetry book?
No, it's a spell book. I
No.
just don't
What?
understand
Rad-
magic yet.
Rad's the one with the book.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
you need to
Rad's the one who
understand
doesn't have
that. Okay,
poetry.
no, I have a battle tome in another game, and it's actually a law book because my character is a lawyer.
Yes, it's hilarious. And law books are big enough that you can bonk people with them for sure. It's not easy reading. And bonk she has. Bonk she has.
Yeah, only a few times, but to moderate effect, sort of.
Let's see. All of this is
By the
true.
way, Rad.
It won me one fight.
So Rad, the solution to you not having a weapon is to pick up a nice sturdy stick from the ground.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
You can have clubs, quarterstaffs that are not implements.
That's where I
that
got my
makes-
stick on a
That
rod.
makes so much sense.
or
for an
slings
orc.
because they're free. Correct.
Yeah, you can probably only get a normal club or a.
I'd rather just
quarterstaff
carry
bat.
around a rock.
You just bash people on the side of the head with a rock.
Fair?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, and we'll just call it a club for the sake of simplicity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you make art depending on how you bonk them with it. With a crit when you get a critical hit.
Oh, sculpture!
Exactly, yeah. That's how he makes his sculptures. When he gets a critical hit,
Combat
it
sculptures.
breaks the rock up against the skull of the enemy in such a way, and I mean, how else would orcs make art? All right, so
Orc art.
discuss that
Yeah.
amongst
Like
yourselves while I fix
accidental
my
art.
contact lens. Entertain the
Okay.
masses of no one.
Is it?
The masses of no one.
We're entertaining the
Or
masses,
is it
apparently.
you? Does Lampy keep cutting out for you guys?
A little bit.
No, he's cutting out for me too. I think it's because he's
Yeah.
on Roll20, Twitch, and Discord. Like compared
Probably.
to us, who's only using like 1 or 2 different avenues, he's
Well-
using like 3 or 4.
I'm actually on all of those things too. I'm just not actively streaming or anything.
Yeah, he's sending out a lot more data than us.
Yeah.
I'm very
Racist.
surprised. I'm very surprised you don't play Animal Crossing.
I do play Animal Crossing now. I started playing the mobile game.
You just wait the pocket. The
Yeah.
pocket camp.
Yeah.
All right, that's something. That's something. But you should
What's
play
with the maniacal laughter? Holy
It's just how she laughs.
because
It's just how I laugh.
she fell in love with the pocket camp.
No, it's okay.
Not yet. It's
No,
okay.
it's just okay.
It's definitely not as good as the full game. I
I was
remember
gonna
playing
say, a lot of
Pocket Camp when it came
Nintendo's
out.
mobile games are relatively weak compared to the
Yeah.
action games.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I mean, Pocket Camp is basically like 1/8 of Animal Crossing, I can say.
Hey, Rad and
But
Matt,
with like,
quick question. Are your
Yeah.
characters male?
That's important.
Yes, my orc is male.
Matt?
Matt's not an orc.
Is
Is
your
your character male or female or something else?
Male.
okay? In
My
that case-
character is an emoto.
Yeah. I'll
I
be.
don't know
I'll
what
be
that
ashamed.
means.
Emoto means little sister, and so basically guaranteed to be younger than you and female. But specifically, she identifies as your little sister now.
How old is your character?
Guaranteed to be younger than you.
So younger than 12 years old.
Or something.
All right.
Just don't
I'm
think
gonna-
about it.
I'm
You're
gonna do
dealing
a
with
drawing.
someone out of the Fey realms, man.
I'm gonna do a drawing
Yeah,
of my
those
character.
Fae are really weird. They
My character Trixie is 69 years old, and she has been 69 years old since she was about like 16.
Yeah, but Trixie's a bitch.
And what's your point?
Did I get a message, or was there just a
Sure,
group?
just did a roll in Roll20.
Oh, that's what that sound is.
Yeah.
What was the roll for?
She rolled 3 D26s for some.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, letters. You're dealing with your name, aren't you?
Yes.
She's like that.
Is my name Axe?
No, that's AK. What is 24?
X.
X? Your name is X! That's awesome! I like your name. It's a pretty great name. Especially, are you a blacksmith?
Yeah.
That's a million times better. Awesome. I gotta go look up a bunch of snake names. Give me a second.
Excuse me, I just have to leave and look up snake names.
Yes. Or
Hey, I have a family. I have a family of all kinds of snake people. And since my name's Mamba, their names are probably similar things. So, like, they're probably shit like Cottonmouth and Corn Snake, Python, Boa,
Rattle.
Cobra, Viper.
Hey, Limp, hey.
Yeah.
What are the standard physical features color-wise of my people?
What are you again?
They're probably super dark-skinned dwarves.
Okay. Hair, eye color are also dark?
Earth tones. Dwarven mostly.
Okay.
But
People don't notice you if you're in the dirt.
not as red though. Not as much red. Usually more earthy stuff. Browns and yellows.
Lempic, what are you eating?
Cherry pie.
Something delicious. I didn't hear what you
What?
said, Lampe.
Yeah, quit cutting out.
Cherry pie.
Nice.
That's black hair and eyes.
Nice. Just like me.
Yes, I had my skin be brown, though I suppose I can roll that as well. It says I'm pretty pale, but I'm pretty sure I'm not that pale.
You're from. Wait.
Then you're
What
like,
if you're like a marble color?
ooh, that's weird. What, like mottled?
I think 2 is the color of sand.
Yeah.
Fair.
So like almost
Okay.
yellow.
Sandstone. It could be wet sandstone.
This crust is super dry.
What?
I even soaked it in half and half, and it's still like super dry.
What are you eating?
Cherry pie.
Cherry
Why would you
pie.
soak something in half and half.
Because it was dry.
Because it's delicious.
I soak lots of stuff in half and half. Bourbon mostly. Soak is a weird word for that.
Oh, I said that to Rad. No wonder he was confused. I was
Yeah.
trying to
Here.
send that to my pet.
Everybody's
Shara.
confused.
What about that color?
Your characters should probably have names.
That's
That
the
feels
color
more
of
like
sand.
yeah, I randomly rolled it, and it's axe, but it's spelled AKX.
Sure, why not? That's dwarvy,
Yeah.
by the way.
Scratching. Is that you?
What are you talking about?
What?
Is that directed at me when I messaged at you?
Me? No, sorry. I could hear one of my cats scratching.
So here's what I think we're going to do. You don't have your first level feat yet. So instead, you can't modify your background, right?
Oh my God,
yeah,
Shara,
but
are
we
you?
get profession?
Wait a
As
minute.
part of our background.
Shara, are you making one of the dwarfs that we're trying to find still?
Maybe?
You motherfucker!
So
You motherfucker!
So you're gonna lose Smithcast, and
Okay.
instead, because remember your cast isn't part of the society anymore, so you don't have the profession skill or any of that. And replace it with the exotic weapon proficiency for the unique weapon.
Yeah.
Now, we're gonna look at exotic weapons. What's an exotic weapon that comes to mind? Rapier is exotic in this because it's replaced by. Unfortunately, I
Guitar.
can't spell rapier.
Well, most monk weapons are exotic.
Bastard, net, spike chain, shuriken. Net might be 1, 2, 1, 3. That's not quite what we're looking for. We're looking for here we go. Great spear, pole arms, spear, reach, double. Could be used as a monk weapon. Interesting. What's the difference?
Too bad I can't be a monk.
Is it just got a +1 to its weapon proficiency bonus? Is that why it exists? Okay, let's look at the whip. Whip can be used for disarm. It has reach, and it has a special property. And you're looking to trip at a distance, right? So that's
Yeah, I
pretty
kind of want to
standard.
pull arm with a hook on the end, but can also stab things.
Oh yeah, I know what those are. Those
Yeah,
are really cool.
that's just one of Gary Gygax's.
Look, I'm sure
Exotic
mine is
pole-
more ridiculous.
There is no
Oh
polearm
my
that has ever been
fucking
imagined by man.
God.
That was no. I'm sure that whatever everybody else is saying is more important than whatever I have to say anyway.
I need to show you this.
I'm sure
It's
you
the
do.
worst thing I've ever seen.
You're the sort of person that does that. So we'll call it a reach polearm that does trip and is otherwise this. And it doesn't have SP. There isn't another polearm. Let's look at, is there another reach weapon at all? Yeah, the D. Okay, so it's going to be a D8 weapon with reach and a pro bonus of 2 that has the trip property. Thank you for your time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.